Hello, super souls. I have a question. Are you ready for winter and all that winter brings? It's definitely cooled down, and I'm going for a later, longer walk this morning. I'm nearly home, but I got my jumper on. And winter brings a particular energy, and that energy is something very special. That energy is actually new beginnings. Now, before we go any further, some of you are thinking, what's on your eye? I gave myself a black eye. Ah, how good's that? I did it to myself. So, winter brings new beginnings. And those new beginnings, nature, for example, right here, and where I'm walking there's a forest right across the road from my house. My house is just here, but the national forest is literally across the road. And nature's already starting to change. Spiders are disappearing. Lizards are disappearing. Snakes are disappearing unless I'm walking with clients and they ask specific questions and the snake hops out, which happened a couple of weeks ago. And with the winter, like it's cool, it's windy today, it's almost like go inside and prepare. The plants are changing. If you look at the field here, it's got lots of little yellow dots. Yellow, this is the colour for this year, this particular yellow, which is Find the Joy. Anyway, so winter is all about new beginnings, time to start winding down, which is May. We're in May today. I don't know the date. Is it the 1st or the 2nd? It's the 2nd of May. Start winding down. So I'm just going to show you, look at this colour. Look at that divine colour. Hang on, where are we? Look at that. Look at that. Just beautiful. Yeah, start winding down and get ready for the new beginnings. And that new beginning we used to do traditionally in mystery schools and shamanism, all of that beautiful work is we'd get ready, we'd look at the plants, the weather, the animals and say, they're actually telling us to do this now. We'll follow that. And then that would help us get our crops and our houses and our homes and whatever ready. And so I ask you, are you ready for winter? Because it is about preparation. The foods are going to change. I'm just going to stop for a moment. Actually, I'll just show you. This is one street, not my street. But literally there is the national forest. It goes for miles and miles and miles. By getting ready for the season, you actually are projecting out what you want. By knowing what the season is and welcoming it in, which I do every time with the season. I'll go to the quiet road, actually. That one's noisy. Noisy, not nosy, noisy. I'll go down here, it's quieter. By knowing the season, what it brings, I welcome it in every time. And winter, I know it's new beginnings. I look at the foods, I look at the plants, I look at the flowers, I look at the animals and say, thank you so much. But I also do, as I said, a ceremony. And that ceremony is really important. I prepare my mind, I prepare my body. And sometimes people will say, oh my God, Jen, it's another thing I've got to do. Not really. It's only if you want to create life to be the best for yourself and make it absolutely delicious for you for that next season and cycle. Winter is the change. That change is that June, we're a fat caterpillar. July, we go into the chrysalis and we morph from the fat caterpillar to the butterfly. August, we're in the chrysalis and we're chipping out, going, okay, spring, I'm going to be a butterfly, a pretty butterfly. So I want to prepare for that transformation. A lot of people go, I want transformation now. But it's all about going, okay, I'm going to prepare for that transformation. So what do I want in the beginnings? What would it be like? And the projection. The projection of taking things into that chrysalis and going, yeah, I can see myself at that weight, doing this work, creating a book, having great relationships, traveling the world, or whatever it is. And when we do that in the wintertime, magic then happens in the spring and the summer, and then things come to you. Some of you know, when you've done a millennium calendar with me, I teach. It comes to me. I don't go hunting. That's masculine. It's got to be the feminine. So this morning, I'm a bit late on my walk this morning as well, because as I was walking, I was thinking about a particular client, and I went, I wonder how she's going. Next thing, here she comes. She comes walking. She came to me with her partner and her dog. We got chatting. I love to chat. How are you going? What are you up to? All those sort of things. It came to me. So, are you ready for winter? Starts right now, actually, in May. What do I want to start winding down? And I'm going to just stay here. I don't know whether you guys can see a little bit of a creek. Look at that. Can you hear? You might not be able to hear the water because I've got headphones on. But already nature, come the other side. Nature is starting to prepare to wind down. The wind is here. The temperature's dropped. Always does after Anzac Day. I say Anzac Day comes, boom, temperature drops in Queensland. Nature's preparing. The animals are preparing. There's less spiders, less spider webs. They're getting ready. They're starting to wind down. What we're winding down from is cycles. And cycles are really important. Cycles and circles, because everything goes in a circle and a cycle. And ultimately, in Mystery School, we are here as a soul having a human lesson. That's all. We're in a school. That's it, me, you, everybody. And we're learning something. And we get to this point of autumn, and it's time for completion. April was dropped back into your heart space. Why am I doing what I'm doing? A lot of people had a meltdown in April, going, what's happening? Or they had to go away or fly away or have a holiday or whatever. And then May, it's like, okay, now we're on the down run to go into that chrysalis to create those new beginnings. So if you were to think for today, and because the second, number 2 in sacred geometry is all about awaken to something. If you were to wake up, in actual fact, before you even wake up, I want you to judge it, because the opposite of awakening is judgment. I want you to judge today, and everything that you've been feeling and experiencing, judge it. Because the only way we can do something is to judge it. Here's a judgment. Nice nail polish. That's a judgment. It's pink. That's a judgment. It's nail polish. It's a judgment. We need to do that in 3D world. Judge it. Yeah, the last 12 months and what I've been going through, I've learned this. I didn't want that. That happened. I don't want this. I want less of. I want more of. And once you make that judgment, then you wake up to it and go, so if I don't want working such long hours, or I don't want to eat unhealthy, or I don't want whatever the don't wants are, excuse me, then you wake up to if I don't want that, what I want, and you start to project it. What I really want is more holidays, which I teach in Millennium Calendar. Holiday every month. Every month. Must have a holiday every month. I want that. And then your mind starts to take that picture, release it into the quantum ether, and winter time, it starts to transform from May, transform so that you can start creating it in the winter time. So that springtime, it's like, oh, look, I've got more holidays. Hey, good morning, Fiona. And please, guys, if you're on board, say hello. I love connecting with you all, and I love sharing all these things. So, are you ready for winter? Jane, it's still autumn. It's just gone 2nd of May. I know. But see, I'm always allowing myself to access my future self, not my higher self, my future self. She is already in that moment. She's already there. She's going to give me the information of what I need to do and bring it to me here. So then I can make the steps to close the door, to wind down for autumn, close some doors off and go. And I'll give you some examples in a moment if you want some. And then I can go, this is the new beginnings I want. As I go into my chrysalis of winter, these are the new beginnings. Alison, good morning, super soul. Good morning. Look at these gorgeous souls. Hey guys, if you want me to share my actual example so you can see how I do this, please just write example. That would help me because sometimes I don't know. There's a couple of clients that always say, I love the Jean stories, which are actual examples. So yeah, preparation for winter starts now. Absolutely starts now. And the reason I brought this up is because the temperature has dropped. There's been a shift in the energy with the weather here in Queensland, where I live, in the Sunshine Coast, and also because I've just done the last bit of the winter mystery school manifesting ceremony event, because I've got an event from the 20th to the 24th of May in the evening for 1 hour, live on Zoom. It's live, it's not recorded, and it's only $55 for people to make that transition. And it's manifesting because we want to go in alignment with sacred geometry. This is very shaman, very mystic, seer, healer, whatever. I never know what to call it because it's all really the same sort of thing. So I thought, yeah, I just want to drop in and see who is preparing for winter. What are you doing already for it? So what have I been doing in preparation? So I go cycle to cycle because I know each season and each month and what it means and how I can help myself, always me first, and then help my clients. And for me, when I was looking back at some of the things that happened in spring last year, how do I find your online manifesting session? Alison, I'll PM it to you, honey. If you're talking about the winter mystery school manifesting ceremony, I'll private message it to you, or I can put, guys, actually, I'll pop it in the link down below in the comments. As I said, it's only $55 for the 5 nights. We're going to do massive ceremonies, projection, getting ready, etc. Some of you know I used to do the winter cleanses. It's a little bit still like that. We're still going to cleanse out stuff as well. So I was looking at certain things that happened that I birthed in spring, that happened in summer, and that I went, yeah, do you know what? I don't want to do that cycle again as I start to wind down for autumn and May, so I can go into winter. And one of the things is boundary setting on a business level. There's been a lot of changes since 2020 and it's not the year of COVID, guys, it's the year 2020. Please just remember that. Don't give COVID the energy. And COVID, I'm probably going to get blackbanned on Facebook for saying this because I said the word COVID, but anyway, that's been around since the Black Death. It was called the Common Cold, and it's just changed names. And it was 19 because it was done in 2019. And you can call it cold flu or pork chop, really, but call it 2020. And since 2020, there's been a lot of changes of some of my contractors, because I'm in business and I have people make my products. I have people make my charts or my branded things, from tablecloths and banners and marketing material. It went from paper to online to now we've gone back onto paper and we've gone back to offline events, etc., all that sort of thing. There's been changes. And I went, new boundaries with business. Because some of the contractors that I, every year for Christmas, the contractors that I pay, I would give them presents to say thank you. I reverse it because that's part of mystery school. You reverse it, give them the presents. Really, it should be me in 3D paradigm, not my thinking, but 3D paradigm. I, as a contractor, should thank my clients. I reverse it, like the post office staff. I always give them presents and to say thank you, because they always help me with the postage of my products around the world. It's so good. And it's my way of saying thank you. So let's go back to, are you ready for winter? Some of the contractors I've been using for my business, I've actually gone, you haven't been treating me well, and I bring you money, and you're not in gratitude appreciation, and you're not answering my messages or my emails or speaking to me or even focusing on me while we have a discussion. uh, energetically, you don't treat me well, that'll ripple effect down to my clients and they're not treated well. Uh, 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 So that is something that I'm really focusing on as I take in winter. I'm really focusing on as I put it out. So just this week, it's only Thursday today, this week, I've messaged 3 contractors and said, hey, you know what? We're going to smack this better because I'm not confident with what you're offering and the services and things. Um, is that gutsy? Is that love? It's gutsy love. That's something that's really important. That if I have, like, one of the conference rooms, we found a beautiful place, but one of the conference rooms, I had a book for medical intuition for 8 or 9 days. One day I set up, and then the 8 days you come for medical intuition, which is an incredible journey. And I haven't taught it since 21 because 22 and 23 years were not the right time to actually teach it. It was not aligned with everything that was processing. So I'm inundated by people going, what are you teaching? What are you teaching? It's coming November. But one of the conference rooms double booked me. Now I book them 12 months in advance so I can book 9 days. I give them cash up front or direct deposit in their bank up front. I'm talking thousands of dollars. And they treated me badly and contacted and said, oh yeah, we double booked you. We went with the other people. If I booked this 12 months ago. Oh yeah. Oh, what? So, so in that winter time, what am I wanting to put into the new? So as I said, I've already contacted these 3 contractors to go, no, if you don't treat me well, if they hadn't, that conference room hadn't treated me, and this is not about bagging out the conference room, by the way, I attracted that to me to speak up. If you don't treat me well, then you're not treating my clients well. That's going to be network marketing ripple effect from the top, them, down to me, down to my clients, not. But those that don't know, I get very protective of my clients when you're at my events. It's always about have a safe space. This is a safe space to process. We do major healing processes in all of the courses. This has got to be a safe space. You've got to look after us really well. This is not happening. So, as I said, one of the things that I'm winding down is not being treated well by contractors, and I'm contacting them so that I can take into the winter time. I am always treated really well. This is one of my learning lessons. Things like, say, food. It might be one of the things that I was not doing was, not now, completion time autumn, was I wasn't preparing my food in advance. I was get so like zhuzhed and excited about supporting people, and I go, panic, I better go get my lunch right now. Whereas now all the food's prepared, which I'm coming back to that old cycle I used to do. So late last night, I probably got home about 9 o'clock from an event, and I was cutting up all my salad and all of that sort of thing. And one of my meals, I love having the salad as a smoothie. I know this is really funny. But things like I have rocket, cucumber, strawberries, and protein powder in a smoothie. So I have it all in my smoothie container, rocket, cucumber, and strawberries. It's all ready to go. And so at lunchtime today, it's ready. All I got to do is put the protein powder in, my beautiful water that's all filtered and, of course, crystal gridded, and go zhoosh, and I've got a smoothie. I love smoothies. Just love. I love salad smoothies, crazy vegetable smoothies and stuff. So that's something I'm like, we're not doing that. That's something I got caught in, but I'm going to the other pole paradigm where I used to prep all the time, which I'm doing again now. So, are you ready for winter? Are you ready for winter? And as I said, we have got the winter manifesting ceremony, which is based on Mystery School. We're going to do a bit of a cleanse. An email's going out next week of how people need to prep for this. It's really easy. A journal and a pen. That's all the prep I need. Not much. And also I'm going to talk about a little bit about foods and things. And in that process, those that have done the autumn one this year, it's not just a cleanse. It's actually preparing, projecting. Because winter time, we're inside the chrysalis. What is it I'm transforming to? And this particular ceremony, we're going to be accessing your future self a lot. A lot. I'm going to say she because mine's a she already knows. She's going to be in touch with me. So I'd love you to join. And as I said, I'll put the link below for the ceremony. But yeah, I just want to know, are you preparing for winter? Are you getting ready for winter? And in 2011, I taught medical intuition in France. And when I was there July or August? July. I was there in July. And I was there for 5 weeks teaching medical intuition. That was quite a concept with a translator and things. And I was down near the Pyrenees of France. And when I went there, they were eating, like they had this room, they had this area just filled with logs that were beautifully stacked. And then this area, they had all the pickled, preserved vegetables. And then in this area, it was filled with, in le jardin, the garden, tomatoes. And they were starting to get the tomatoes and start to pickle them, getting ready for winter. So even though it was summer, they were getting ready for the cycles and projecting already, because in the wintertime it was snow and they needed to have the wood ready and the vegetables that they were growing, because they were growing them more organic than the Western world grows organic. Like they didn't spray things, they just worked with the seasons. Tomatoes was tomatoes in summer. And so they took all the tomatoes because they went, oh, we like tomato now, we'll pickle and preserve them. And their storage room, oh my God, it was so beautiful. So beautiful. And wood and this area was like gone back into medieval times. Even the people look medievalish. And yeah, they were preparing for the cycles of life. So yeah. Hey, Tina. Hello, beautiful Tina. Hello. So yeah, are you ready for winter? What do you want to wind down? May, we're in May. In May, start winding down from something. The wind down is the things that you are learning. Oh my gosh, I really learnt blah blah. I'm really aware of blah blah. I'm really such as whatever the thing is. What boundaries do you need to set in? I gave the example just before of these three contractors. You got to treat me better. I'm paying you money. I'm investing in you to give us great service, and I need top-notch service for people. I don't want to be mucked around at all, because I want my clients to have the best of the best. That's so important. Tina's got totally, yep, boundaries. I'm just coming here because the internet was starting to wobble there. Boundaries are massive. So boundaries are held in the organ of the heart. And so at this time of year, Southern Hemisphere, autumn, and we're at the end of autumn with May, is start winding down. And what we're doing is we're going judgment. I want you to go into judgment. How's that for funky? Which is held in the pituitary gland. Go into judgment and go, yeah, I didn't like and I don't want. That's judgment. Yep, no, yes, no, whatever. To then awaken the opposite, again in pituitary gland, awaken to, well, yeah, I'm doing that again. I had a gorgeous soul. He came for a session and he said, and he knows the millennium calendar, and he said, Jen, I haven't been fishing for 3 months. What? You know the cycle. So for him, it would be, I'm going to start winding down from not going fishing. Like his fishing is his thingy. Besides his dinner, it's his thing. Meditation, chillaxing, getting away from computer, all those sort of things. Yeah, absolutely. Like really, and boundaries is what really comes in July. You lock the boundaries in. So we're going to be doing some boundaries in the winter ceremony as well. As I said, guys, $55, 5 nights with me, live healing processes, amazing insights, emails going out next week of preparation. And Dave's got yes to more fishing. Bazingles. Dave, love to go fishing with you one day. So here, what are you doing for winter? How are you preparing? So my preparation, as I said, sometimes walking, and I walk the burbs today, the burbs of the suburbs, because sometimes I want to see what's happening in my area. My thing is nature, though. I love nature. That's my counselor, my psychologist, psychiatrist. Those who've walked with me, you know that I take you to my counselor, psychologist, and that's where I go, yeah, no, and I'm getting ready to project, because this winter manifesting ceremony is about projection. Winter is the Beam it out, Scotty. Let it come to me so that it comes easily. I'll give you an example again. Dave's got, let's do a date. Yes, Dave, book me, book me. See, I want to go fishing. Dave's John, yes. Thank you, Dave. So I was going to give an example, and I got so excited by going fishing with Dave. What was I going to say? Oh, I know what it was. I got a vision the other day that I'd be, just as an example, money. I got a vision that I'll be paid for something for 3 months work, and the person's going to offer me $50,000 for the 3 months. And sure, I'll take that. No problems. So, great. What am I winding down from? And my boys always say, you're scary. When you have those visions and insights, they always come true. Like, duh, of course. And so what am I winding down from? Maybe once upon a time I would have said, $50,000 for 3 months, and this work is going to be easy, like not much work for me. I might have said, oh, well, let's give you a discount. Winding down from that. Let's go. Let's go. 5 is freedom. I'm in the year number 5, Millennium Grid. I'm 57, which is a number 5. Let's just bring in all those 5s and freedoms. Delicious. How are you preparing for winter? I'd love to know. Message me. Put the message here. And as I said, I'd love you to join my 5 nights live winter manifesting ceremony, 20th to the 24th of May, where for 1 hour on Zoom, healing processes, projection, and all sorts of goodies that will happen. I'll pop the link in the comments below when I get back to home. And time for me to start projecting some more insights. What are yours? What's winter going to bring for you, gorgeous souls? I want you to have the very, very best always. So much love to you. Thank you for listening to my blah, blah about winter. And are you ready? Go back to the recording. Go back to the examples. I hope something triggers you to go, do. And again, do. I gave myself a black eye. Do. Love to you.